Steve, and welcome to Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. I thought that I would actually not only add a new series, but I thought that I would do something a little bit more slow-paced and listen to this music. Very calming and relaxing. But I'll explain in a second. Let's get through the initial cutscenes and whatnot.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head brains? You'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Endover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A.B.C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe, but please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
It's almost done. These cutscenes take a while. Like I said, this is going to be a more slower-paced series.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Okay, so unless they got anything else to say, it's been a little while since I've played this. Okay, good. We're in control. I couldn't talk over the loud piano music, but this is Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. This is part of Agatha Christie's Belgian-based detective Hercule Poirot. Yeah, I can't quite pronounce it because of my Midwestern or somewhat Southernish type accent, if I even have an accent. A lot of people have told me that I don't. Could be from growing up in a military family. But Poirot he's a Belgian detective, not unlike Sherlock Holmes. Whereas Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie had Hercule Poirot. And the ABC Murders here, this is when Poirot started actually getting a lot older and he wasn't able to do as many cases. And this is actually a very classic Agatha Christie story too. So for those of you guys who are like classic literature fans who grew up with Agatha Christie and Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys and all that, it's like this is going to be one of those games. For those of you that never heard of this character or heard of Agatha Christie period, like I said, this is going to be a slower paced game, and this is going to be probably the first mystery game that I'm actually playing on this channel, because I had to decide if I wanted this or Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment first, and I thought this one would be a little bit more tempered for you guys, because it's the art style, because I love the art style for this, and it's very eye-catching and very aesthetically pleasing. But this was made to be a classic, computer point and click game. So as you can see, there's icons and little rolly decks here, like you would if you were playing on a computer. So this is a translation.
Poirot. Chap will be waiting for us.
So to give you guys who are not familiar with this, this is, Hastings, or Arthur Hastings. This is Hercule Poirot's version of Watson, of Dr. John Watson. He's basically Poirot's assistant. He's a hunter, a former military man, who served in the British Navy, if I remember correctly, or the British Army. Poirot, who I'm moving around and playing as, the main character, a Belgian detective of great rapport, but is a bit of a narcissist. He's always obsessed with his appearance and doesn't like being reminded about his age and whatnot. Very upper class and stiff-lipped. The gentleman over here is Police Inspector Japp. J-A-P-P. That's actually how you pronounce his name. And Japp is essentially, if you're familiar with the Sherlock Holmes universe, he's kind of like his version of Lestrade. He's Poirot's, police confidant, if you will. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are just like, Steve, you're doing it again. You're rambling. Just go play the game.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Huh. I love that.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
What do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it. Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
So,
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore...
anyway. Yeah, so as you guys can tell...
Japp is in a good mood.
Like I said, this is going to be a more slower paced game, and I will allow the dialogue and cutscenes to play out. Just because most of you guys may or may not play this game. If you do, that's cool, that's great, but I just thought that I would do something much slower paced, not high energy, something that would kind of also get you guys to be a little thought-provoking.
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Figured you guys would have a little bit of fun with playing a mystery game and seeing if you catch on to the the clues and whatnot.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
So, I do love this game though. Like, this game is actually kind of fun. The only part that'll take long is the puzzles.
Touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it. A mechanism has just made a fan click. The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
I'm sure most of you are looking and going, okay, like, what is the point of this?
Something is hidden underneath.
Well, I'm going to show you guys.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
I know what some of y'all are thinking. You're like, how does he do that? Like I said, I've played the game before, but I thought that I would play something slower paced.
On top of one another. Unfortunately.
And I know most of y'all are probably just like, why, Steve? Why play a slower paced game? Well, you know, it's something to break up the monotony.
It's open at the letter F. There are no prints.
Something to break up the monotony for you guys. Because don't get me wrong, I love playing Batman, I love playing Destroy Humans, but I thought it'd be nice to have like a slower paced series for you guys. That way you can have something to relax and enjoy yourself.
Is it blood? No. It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
What are you doing? In a storm? What are you doing, cat? What are you doing, cat? You think I don't see you looking over my shoulder?
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood. She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints, but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact.
Uh-oh, something with the sound just went out.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
I can't see any other mark on the floor. The door is... blood. Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
This is also something throughout the game. Yeah, you gotta find these mirrors and get Poirot to twinkle his mustache. Something that I just only merely felt like doing
This
for this
interior
playthrough.
is very simple.
Yeah, weird.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Yeah, the puzzles are what may take the longest for this.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slat. It is blocked.
There we go. Sorry, the light from my window's blocking my way. Okay, where's the other side?
It is blocked.
Why did I try
It is
that?
blocked.
Yes, I know. Why did I try to do that? Okay, so I got this side, but where's the other one?
It is blocked. It is blocked.
Betty Poe. What's doing? You can't balance anything on that side. Trying to remember how I solved this when I was playing through it at an earlier date.
It is blocked.
How did I do this? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know how I did it. Aha! There we go.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
I keep forgetting that I keep forgetting some of these puzzles. Like, some of them really truly are very simplistic, but sometimes they're very complex.
That should do it.
Oh, other way.
A necklace of bright blue stones. Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her. I've finished with this subject.
I finished one puzzle, I gotta figure out another, guys.
Such a pretty decoration.
This one took me forever to figure out. Because the key is you have to...
The wooden flower is prevented.
Because the key is that you have to...
The wooden flower is prevented. The wooden flower is prevented.
In case you guys can't tell, this, like I said, it's gonna be a slower game.
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
It took me so long to figure this out, guys, and I'm not even joking.
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move. It is blocked. From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover, to Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Murray Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
£4 a letters, a lovely large letters, £4 only.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. This woman appears to be a smoker.
Maybe you can stare at people like that where you come from, but here it's very rude.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
£5?
That's right. Maybe so it's slightly hard of hearing.
I heard you shouting a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only earlier.
Did I? Well, I must have been mistaken. Begging your pardon. But if I said 4, it's 4. Why not take 2 for 8?
No, thank you. I was only asking. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you'll hear about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I do not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
I know that Alice Asher bought strawberries from you yesterday.
Well, you know more than I do then. Run along now. I have work to do.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her. Let us now try and get our brand cells to work.
Finish this off and then... Hang on. There we go. My bad.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Well, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to stop the playthrough here. We will question Mary Drower, Alice Asher's niece, in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have, please let me know if you guys want to see more of this series. If not, then maybe I'll just bump this down on the list, because as is always with these games that I play, the highest ones that you guys want to see, I tend to play the most, and the ones that you guys maybe are not quite feeling, I put on the lowest standard, but I always try to complete every game that I play. But I also try to mix it up so that way you guys have a lot of fun and a lot of different varieties.
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
So, and on that note, I don't have any pence, and I don't care for large lettuce. But with that, guys, I will let you guys go, and I will see you possibly in the next episode if you guys want to see more of this. So, have a good one, guys.